queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake LaBarge, I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why, he left his home in the South to roam round the pole God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell, though he'd often say in his homely way that he'd sooner live in hell. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, the dogs were fed and the stars o'erhead were dancing heel and toe. He turns to me and, "Cap," says he, "I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking you won't refuse my last request." Well, a pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. So we started on at the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on the sleigh, and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. But before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. There was not a breath in that land of death, so I hurried, horror-driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, "You may tax your brawn and brains, but you promised true, so it's up to you to cremate these last remains." Till I came to the marge of Lake LaBarge, and there a derelict lay. Now, it was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. Now, I looked at it, thought a bit, looked at my frozen chum. Then here, said I, with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. The flames soared and the furnace roared. Such a blaze you seldom see. Well, then I burrowed a hole in that glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and danced about ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, "I guess I'll just take a peep inside. Guess he's cooked." It's time I looked, so the door I opened wide, and there sat Sam, looking calm and cool in the heart of the furnace roar. He wore a smile, you could see a mile, and he said, "Please close that door. It's fun in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Why, since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. These Arctic trails have secret tales that make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake LaBarge I cremated. That is correct.